All right, so next we get to, which I think is a little different that I teach than other people, is how to play the pipe when they are coming around. So I'll just turn this so we can see it a little bit, and I put some diagrams on the PowerPoint as well. But everyone always talks about don't give up inside pipe. Inside pipe's a sin. You got to make sure you take that away. Well, there's two ways. If you're doing your fundamentally goalie stance and you want to be athletic, this is your stance. You're automatically giving up inside pipe. So people are taught to lean up against the pipe here, but then you're not athletic and you're giving up a lot backside. So you're kind of contradicting yourself of being an athlete in between the pipes. So what I've learned and been taught is put your heel on top of the pipe, because you don't sacrifice too much by just putting your foot on top of the pipe. You don't lose much. So if I foot on top of the pipe, I can be athletic. I don't get locked up in the pipe. I'm not pinning myself here where they shoot. I don't really move. I just move my hands. So I put my heel on top of the pipe, so I'm athletic. So I can move. If they miss the cage, I can back it up, right? So if they're coming behind, I put my heel on top of the pipe. I'm ready. I'm athletic, and I'm taking away the inside. And as this is happening, right, when they're turning the corner, my biggest thing is there's no point in playing with my feet facing the sideline. So, because when they're coming around, the back pipe is probably much splitting me down, so my whole right side of my body is not protecting the cage. So I'm giving up a pretty big 5-hole, and my whole body is outside the cage, not protecting anything. So what I've done is drop step with my upfield foot. I've lined it up with the back pipe. So I just took my 5-hole, cut it in half, and I'm taking up farther into that goal mouth. Because if I keep my foot out here, I'm vulnerable to a wraparound shot, and I'm stepping out, creating negative space behind me. So when they come up, my foot's on the inside pipe, my toes are still facing the shooter when they come around, but I'm drop stepped in here, ready to make a save. All right. If I was a lefty, right, I would just keep my stick in here, know where the pipe is, and hold it here. A lot of times you see goalies playing like this, which is they're protecting nothing, and they make it harder for them to make the off-stick side save, creating farther space for them to make a save. So I always put my foot on top of the pipe, drop step, take away the 5-hole, and cover up here. I'm giving up 2 spots right now, off-stick side, inside, which I just come over top, and a 5-hole, which is an easy karate chop. Once they get higher and they try to wrap around, I just take a drop step and I step backwards along goal line extended to save this back pipe. All right, because if I step out, the younger guys, it's a lot easier and quicker benefits of teaching younger guys just to step out, match stick, and make a save. But in the long run, you're kind of hurting him to learn how to play his angles. Because if I just step out, I create so much negative space behind me that if that ball bounces right here, it's going to go in. So as long as they get it around me, it's going in. So my biggest thing is I'm going to protect goal line extended as much as possible. So I'm going to step down the line to make a save and force them to get higher into the crease to make sure they get to that back pipe. So it's a little different. It's a little confusing. All right, I put some pictures online so we can go through together. All right, so as you can see, if a guy's foot's inside pipe, all right, and he's in an athletic stance, he's giving up a lot inside pipe when they turn the corner. All right. Next one, if they come around and you're standing up vertical, you're giving up a lot of that off-stick far pipe by not being athletic. All right, so luckily I found a picture of me online, and then Kyle Bernlohr, who I worked with in the past, who has his foot inside on top of the pipe, ready to be athletic as they come around. So obviously his top foot is pointing upfield. I would have it facing me more, or facing the shooter right now. But other than that, that's pretty good form, as he would just have to punch across to make the inside helmet save, or karate chop to take away 5-hole. But other than that, is how I would emphasize playing the pipe, because you're still athletic, keeping everything else similar that we've taught all throughout, and then you're also limiting the offense's area of shooting on the 6x6.